If you want more comments and likes on your posts, you need to watch this video.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Samantha. I'm jumping straight into today's topic to give you those actionable steps on how to get your followers, whether they're inactive, they're new, or maybe they're just not commenting on your stuff, to comment and engage with you on your Instagram posts. Now, this might be a method that you may not have heard before, or it might be something that you're just not even doing. So I know that comments are really, really hard to get. I mean, look at the world that we live in right now. Look how you treat Instagram. Look how I even treat Instagram. We just scroll so fast. It takes a lot to even just stop the scroll and double tap on a picture, let alone taking the time, taking the energy to click on that post, to read the caption, and to write a comment. I know. So this is what you want to do to help ease your followers in to not only trusting you, but engaging with you and to build those relationships. So the first thing you definitely want to do is take advantage of Instagram stories. So what I want you to do is create a little series, maybe like 3, 4, maybe 5 stories total, and introduce yourself to your followers. Basically, it's a who am I or about me section on your Instagram. So how do you do this? You'll jump on stories. You will say, hey guys, how's it going? I'm Samantha. Welcome to my page. I am a blank person account that shares blank. Maybe you can say I live in blank and I'm so excited for you to be following my account and hopefully I can teach you how to blank. Something like that. Whether you're in fitness, beauty, you're a real estate agent, you're in business, you're an entrepreneur, whatever your niche is, this is your moment to shine and talk about it really briefly, really quickly, to really just hook your followers and let them know, hey, I'm here, I'm the expert in this field, so if you're interested, keep on coming back to my page. And this is the importance of having a niche. So if you don't already have one, you want to watch this video right here where you can get the tools that you need to really buckle down and decide what direction you want to take this Instagram account in. And this is really important to do, especially when you're just starting out and growing your following, because this is what people will come to you for as an expert. As you grow your following, of course, you can start to dabble in different things and post about different things. But right off the bat, you really want to focus on a targeted niche for your account because you don't want to be giving mixed messages and giving people different reasons why to follow you, because then you're just not going to get any followers in general. All right. So after you've created this little 4 or 5 series of Insta stories, of course, post them to your story. But then what you want to do is save those stories and create a highlight. So the story's little highlight section, you want to pin that story and call it who am I, about me, whatever you want to kind of do, whatever you can kind of fit in those characters. But that's something that I would do, either who am I or about me. You can go to my Instagram page and take a look at mine right now. I always have it at the front of my stories. So whenever I do create any other story highlights, I always make sure to go back to my who am I section and maybe post and tag a little something to push it back to the front. And I will usually redo that little highlight reel probably about once a month. Or if I get a super huge influx of new followers, I'll jump on and be like, oh, introduce myself, just so they know who I am and kind of get a feel for me personally. Because of course, when you do have an awesome profile picture, when you have an optimized bio section, when you have a perfect feed of showing your niche, putting in that video just makes it a little bit more, creating that relationship, and they get to really see and hear and kind of feel the type of person that you are. So my second tip for you is again to do with Instagram stories. Now I have a lot of clients and students come to me and say, Sam, I don't know what to post this week. I'm running out of ideas for content creation. You will never run out of content creation again if you start implementing these tips. Plus, you will ease your followers into engaging with you, to building that relationship with you and that trust in you. How do you do this? You're going to start using the polls, the quizzes, and the questions, like little section gifts on the stories on Instagram. So what you want to do is you want to ask questions that are relatable to your niche, to your followers. For example, you do not want to be asking random questions like, hey, who saw the last episode of Game of Thrones? By the way, I freaking hate Game of Thrones. I don't even watch it. I'm sorry. Please do not unsubscribe from my channel for me saying that. Never got into it. But you never want to post questions and stuff about stuff that just doesn't have anything to do with you. What you want to do is not only utilize those questions, those polls, and the quizzes to do with something with your niche, but you will also be getting information from your followers for content to post. So how do you do that? If you're a fitness influencer, you can ask a poll maybe from your followers and say, do you guys want to see upper body or lower body workouts? Would you rather see gym workouts or at home workouts? Do you want to see recipes or how to blah, blah, blah videos? Same goes for beauty. Would you like to see eye makeup tutorials, lip tutorials, hair tutorials? Really utilize these questions to not only start getting that communication from your followers, you're gonna get content ideas, and you're building those relationships with your followers to ease into them communicating with you now. So then maybe when they see a post later, they'll be more inclined to comment, to like, because you're creating that relationship. Another thing that usually happens when you create these quizzes and polls and questions, you create conversations in the DMs. Most times, people will DM me outside of those questions and be like, hey Sam, I really don't know how to do this, or can you help me with that, or something. Pay attention to those DMs and make sure that you take the time to respond to every single DM that you get. As you guys saw in my last video, which I'm sure that you did, if you didn't, you wanna watch it after this, Instagram is playing around removing the likes count. So what does that mean for the future of engagement? It's gonna come down to comments and DMs and how fast you respond to those. So if you get into the habit right now of responding to DMs, responding to questions, even if it's a thank you, even whatever it is, create that relationship. And by doing this, you're building relationships on Instagram. And in turn, these are your true fans. These are your true followers. They're your loyal followers that are going to start liking and commenting on all of your posts. So really make time to nurture those relationships, because that's exactly what's gonna do. And then it's just gonna create a domino effect. If people see people are commenting on your posts, it like opens the gate for other people to come in and comment. Because usually when you see a post and there's no comments, it's really rare for someone to be like, I'm gonna go comment on that. But if someone sees that conversations are going on your comment section and you're responding to them, they're gonna be more enticed to then go comment, you'll reply to that, and so on and so forth. So do you guys see now how Instagram stories really creates that synergy and that an environment to create those relationships? And not only that, Instagram stories is the only part of Instagram right now that is not affected by the algorithm, which means as soon as you post a story, it's gonna go directly to the front of the main story highlight section, that top of Instagram. It's going to go there right away. So if you place a story there in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, whatever it is, hopefully it adds value and education. Don't just post random shit. People will get sick of that. But if you do that, you're gonna be consistently at the front of the feed of all of your followers' feeds. That puts more eyes on your stories. Hopefully in turn, you use all my other tips. If you check out this video right here, how you can push your posts to create more engagement and boost your engagement, that will bring more people to your page. That's gonna in turn get you more likes, more comments, and you're gonna create this awesome, epic environment with your followers that creates this really great engagement. So those are my tips for you today. I really hope that you take them, you implement them, and make sure that you like and thumbs up this video if you learned something new today. And what I would love for you to do, if you did, take a screenshot of this episode right now, post it to your stories, tag me in it. I will reshare it onto mine. I love it when I hear and see you guys learning stuff from my videos. It really helps me to keep on creating awesome content. And I love when you guys learn, because that way I know like what I'm putting out, you guys are actually implementing and listening to. And I always love to return the love and share you back, because hey, kind of have a big following. So if people see you on my story, they might click on your page and go to you, and hey, you might get some new followers too. Also, and one more PSA I gotta add, I have a really amazing Instagram training. It is free and it teaches you how to grow and monetize your account. So if you're serious about growing and monetizing your Instagram account, check out the link in the description below. It is a free training. So at the time of you watching this video, hopefully I'm still running this training, but make sure that you register. This training will not be on YouTube. It is too long for YouTube. It is packed full of actionable steps for you to implement instantly after watching this training. It's not some crappy foo-foo training. You will actually learn stuff in this training, and it won't be on Instagram Live. It won't be on Facebook Live. It's only through the registration down below, and it's completely free. So make sure you check that out. And lastly, if you haven't already downloaded my Instagram influencer post checklist, make sure you get that download right away. Because if you're doing all of this, if you're doing the stories, if you're commenting and liking, doing all the DMs and all of that, it's not going to work if your posts are crappy. So make sure that you download that influencer post checklist, because in that checklist, I tell you exactly what every single post needs to have in order to stand out, in order to get that engagement, in order to give value to your followers so that they follow you and trust you. So make sure that you get that. So again, in my next video, I'm gonna be talking all about how to take all the answers from those polls, questions, and quizzes and turn those leads into potential sales, and how you can really go down in the DMs and create some epic relationships. So make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss out on that episode coming up, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.